Hi there. So I've had a lot of fun with the cake lace that I've had so far. And I was just looking on their website, and you can now buy cake lace mats that do cake wrappers, cupcake wrappers. So basically, you would wrap the little wrapper around your cupcake, so it gives it a really pretty little cover like that, which looks really pretty. Now, I haven't purchased the new cupcake wrapper mat yet. This, what I'm holding, is a paper one, but this is the Chantilly lace that I made earlier, and it comes in the two different bits. I've used some of this for something else. And so what I thought I would try is to see whether I could actually just cut this shape out of these and use that as a wrapper for my cupcake or not. Now I know that having used the 3D butterflies, which I'll pop a link up there for you so you can have a look at those, you need to use two different mixtures, and you're baking it 3 times, and that provides the stiffness to hold the 3D shape. So I'm not sure, because these are quite sort of soft and delicate, whether that will be able to withstand holding up against the cupcake. But I thought I would give that a go and make a little video while I was doing it. So I'm going to start with this little middle bit of Chantilly lace that I have. And I was kind of trying to look and see how this fits on the lace best. And I actually think that it kind of has this flat edge and that flat edge seem to line up quite well. So I am going to use that, and I'm just going to use a pizza cutter, and I'm just going to follow along the edge of this paper one, because that's sort of my template that I'm going to use, and I know that that fits. So I've sort of positioned this kind of using the edges on there already. So I'm just going to roll this along there. Oh, not quite the way through, a little harder, and take that off. And then I'm going to do the same over here. Come over there. And make a little cut there. And then I need to do this little bottom bit. And I think, so you can see, I'm going to try and do this. Like that. There we go. So keep the little bits. They're fun to pop on the top of the cupcake. So you can always pop that on there, something like that. Looks really pretty. So don't throw away your scraps. You can use those. We'll move the paper one out of the way. And that's what's left of my template of my Chantilly lace. And so if I wrap it around like this, it should be able to fit over my cupcake. Now obviously it's got a slightly weird pattern, because this side's going to be flat, and this one is solid all the way through. So if we wrap this around there, it kind of works. So it kind of has a little bit of an edge. I'm thinking that because this has this nice little ridge on it on this side, that it would be good to have that little ridge on this side as well. So we could probably do another little modification just to give it a little bit more of a similar look. So I am just going to cut off this little bit there. So I've got now a little mound there, and I'm going to do the same on this side, a little bit there and a little bit there. And let's try wrapping that around again. There we are. So it's giving it a little bit a different look. It's still letting it sit flat. And so maybe if we kind of do, it's going to be just sort of sculpting and playing and see how you go with that. What I would do to fix it to the cupcake is peel off the wrapper like that. So then you've got a stickier bit to stick the lace to. There we go. And so that will kind of hold the lace in place. And then I would just use a bit of edible glue to stick this bit to itself there. But I'd almost take some scissors probably and then just cut another little, so this should kind of come in like that, and another little bit so that you get a little bit better one. But it definitely holds up in terms of sitting with it and looking really pretty, and you can see the pretty orange color coming through the lace, which is really pretty. So that sort of works. I'm sure that, well, the mat that you can buy obviously has the right pattern, which is like this, so when you peel out the cake lace, you've got that ready to go. I am going to do this one as well, and as we found out with the other one, having the straight edge all the way along here seems to work better in terms of a look around the edge of the cupcake, but it also means that it's going to be a very straight edge, the one I cut, rather than this sort of scalloped edge. If you were to do it this way, I think you're going to run into the same problem as with this one, where it's still quite straight. So let me try it upside down one, just to see if that works any better. So we're going to do the same thing and just run this all the way along there. Peel that off once it's cut. This little bit there, and then our little edge along here as well. So move that out of the way. Just double check that that lines up, and it does. So this is a slightly different look. Get our cupcake. And that looks really pretty. So you're still going to add some icing to the top of this, but this definitely works a little bit better than using that middle bit of the Chantilly lace. And this cupcake's quite moist, so this is almost sticking by itself. But that gives you sort of a really neat little cupcake wrapper that is then edible as well. So the paper ones are fun and they look really, really pretty, but obviously you have to take that off because you can't eat it. So using some of the cake lace for the same thing is very sweet. Now if you happen to have wavy scissors or something like that, or you wanted to just cut it in a little wave yourself, you could do that to give it a little bit more of a patterned edge along the top. And I can actually grab scissors and try and do something like that just to show you what it would look like. Now if you did have those already die cut scissors that do this, that would make it a little bit easier, but I can do that as well. There we go, so that gives it a little wavy pattern. Let me pop that back onto our cupcake, just there. And so there you go. So you've got the little wavy pattern on the top, really pretty, just intricate pattern. You can see it through, and the whole thing is edible. So again, just stick that together with some gum glue, and that will stay put. But it's certainly strong enough if you attach it to the cupcake itself. Put your little swirl on the top, and then you can even put a little bit of fancy bit, cut that out and put that on the top. So that is a kind of, if you already have the regular cake lace mats. So that was with the Chantilly one. If you have one of the other ones, try giving that a go. I'm sure you could get a template for that off the internet, or I happen to have them. You can buy some really inexpensive sort of style ones. So get a little template going and try that with your cake lace. Obviously, if you want to buy the mats so that you can do it way easier, then go for it. And, you know, this is sort of not its original purpose, but it works really well, and it looks really cute just to have a little bit of the lace. So play around with that, but just thought I'd show you that it does indeed work. Okay, so last idea. I just thought I've got the butterfly mat as well, so I thought maybe if I just paste these sort of in a ring around one of them, that I can give them the same sort of look but a little bit fancier. And so if you just sort of pick these up, these ones are not the 3D ones, these are just regular ones. And you sort of pop them around the outside. Then if you just use, let me grab a little bowl, a little bit of water and your finger, then you can just dab them along You can put them as high or as low as you want, and then just sort of attach them together like that as you go. And now my thumb is stuck. And then if I want a little bit more height again, we could do something like that. So again, just wet it like this and lay that one over the top and press all the way around. And I probably needed to grab one more butterfly to really join these ones well. Put that guy that way. And then one little guy. I don't know that I have another little one. Anyway, so you get the idea of how that goes. So you're just sticking them together, and as you can see, these little bits hang over, so you can either make them stick to the bottom, or you can just cut them off. But that gives you a really pretty little butterfly cupcake wrapper that's edible. And it's just another way to use a mat that you already have. So this one is all using the Chantilly lace. And again, as I've used separate ones for this, thinking about it, you know, if you really like this little arch here, you could actually go through and cut out a whole bunch of little sort of semicircles and then overlay those around your cupcakes as well. So yeah, again, just a way to use the mats that you might already have. And then if you want to buy the mats, you find you use that a lot, then you can go ahead and buy the mats that have them already joined. And then finish it off really nice, you know, by doing a lovely 3D butterfly on the top. He's a bit big. Maybe a little 3D butterfly on the top with some icing or something like that. So really, really pretty way to make your cupcakes still completely edible, and sort of a fun way to use the little mats as a different method for using those to make your little cupcake wrappers. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you've got any questions, please post those in the comments below. And please subscribe to see what else I'm up to. Thanks for watching.